Morgan was driving illegally on the shoulder, rolled down the window, and pointed a gun at these two people. That is illegal.
Tonight, an ICE agent is facing assault charges stemming from an incident during Operation Metro Surge. And now a nationwide warrant is out for his arrest. Thanks for joining us at 5 on air and streaming on KARE 11+. I'm Julie Nelson.
And I'm Rena Sargentopoulos. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office accuses 34-year-old Gregory Morgan Jr. from Maryland of acting recklessly and pointing his gun at a driver during rush hour traffic.
These are the first charges filed against a federal agent stemming from Operation Metro Surge. This incident happened back in February in the crosstown in South Minneapolis, right where Highway 62 and 35W split. Jennifer Hoff leads us off tonight with the new allegations. Jennifer?
Julie, Moriarty says unlike other investigations into the federal killings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy, the State Patrol took the lead here without obstruction or interference from the government. Moriarty calling it an important milestone in seeking accountability. One of the Metro's busiest intersections, now known where an ICE agent allegedly pulled a gun on a driver. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty announcing the charges against him today.
Driving while pointing a weapon out of your moving vehicle at the victims who were in another moving vehicle could have led to yet another disastrous incident in a community that has already suffered too many.
New court documents say Gregory Morgan illegally drove on the shoulder of Highway 62 near 35W, appearing to bypass traffic when another vehicle moved over, trying to slow him down. Moriarty saying that driver had no idea Morgan was an ICE agent who was in an unmarked black SUV.
We are not concerned about what they did, knowing that they were already back in their legal lane, and there was nothing that they did that justified what Mr. Morgan did.
Morgan is then accused of running alongside that vehicle and pulling his duty weapon on the two people inside. Moriarty says he admitted in an interview with State Patrol he was on duty heading to the Whipple building, a major hub for agents. But it's unclear where Morgan may be now and if he still works for ICE. And there's a nationwide warrant out for his arrest. Moriarty hopeful he'll turn himself in.
If he doesn't, it is also our expectation that law enforcement, if they encounter him, or frankly, ICE, should make arrangements for him to turn himself in.
Of course, there are some legal issues here. Moriarty says that Morgan may try to argue what's called a supremacy clause that states that federal law takes precedence over any state law, but requires that the agent prove he was acting within his scope of his authority as a federal agent. No federal agency responded to our request for comment, but in a post on X, former Border Patrol Commander Greg Bavino called Moriarty a DEI hire who enables illegal aliens. Julie?
Well, Jennifer, do we know, is there any video anywhere that will show this, what allegedly happened?
That was actually a major break in the case with the State Patrol. They said they have traffic camera video from that area that shows the SUV driving allegedly illegally there on the shoulder. We have put in a request to try to see that video from MnDOT as well, but there are questions surrounding whether we would be able to get that, as this is now part of that investigation.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer.